and says, "Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds."
What is up, everybody? It's your boy Bobby from Bobby's Breakdowns, and today, after a very short hiatus and vacation, we are going to be not really reviewing, but going over Oppenheimer, the newest movie, and I will give my rating at the end. Oppenheimer was really, really good, and we are going to dive into the cast, some facts, and some trivia. So let's enjoy, and let's get it going. We start off with Killian Murphy, who plays, of course, J. Robert Oppenheimer. Killian Murphy killed it in this role. His first lead role in a Christopher Nolan movie, and give the man best acting. Really, it was hands down brilliant. Next up, we had Robert Downey Jr., who played Louis Strauss, who was the bad guy of the movie, and he was pretty evil. I mean, they all kind of were, but Louis Strauss, man. Whew. We have Josh Hartnett, a little trivia right now, who denied the role of Bruce Wayne in Batman Begins, who plays Ernest Lawrence, and he did say he goes on to regret that big time. Next up, we have Dylan Arnold, a Halloween cast member, who plays Frank Oppenheimer, the brother. We have Alex Wolff, who's in it very little, who plays Luis Alvarez. We have FlorencePugh, who plays Jean Tatlock. She kind of plays a pivotal role in this movie. She's not in it much, but when she is, it's kind of crazy. We have Matthew Modine, who plays Vannevar Bush. Might be pronouncing that wrong. We have Emily Blunt, who plays Kitty Oppenheimer, who gets some screen time, and she could be up for Best Supporting Actress for sure. We have MattDamon, who plays Leslie Groves. We will get into him with some trivia. We have Dane Devine, who plays Kenneth Nichols, who's kind of like Damon's right-hand man in the movie. Everybody has a moment in this movie. We'll get into that, though. Jack Quaid, who plays Richard Fenman. Again, some of these names. Josh Peck, at first, is a blink and you miss it moment, and then boom, stupid joke. Pun intended.
The most sophisticated gaming experience ever created by humans, and it's spherical. Spherical!
He plays Kenneth Bainbridge. We will get into him. Rami Malek plays David Hill. We have Casey Affleck, who plays Boris Pash. Sean Avery, yes, hockey fans, that Sean Avery, who plays just simply a weatherman, doesn't have a name in the movie. Tom Conti, of course, who plays Albert Einstein. Alden Heinrich, he plays the Senate aide. There's no movie, but he does have some moments in this movie where it's like, oh, he's a good guy. Jason Clarke, who plays Roger Robb, who is an awful human being in the movie. You hated him, but he did his job right, so that's great. David Dalsmashton, who plays William Borden, he's a Christopher Nolan staple, for sure. And then another Christopher Nolan staple, who I didn't know was in the movie till after the fact, Gary Oldman, who plays Harry Truman. There are some funny one-liners in the movie and moments when MattDamon pretty much offers to kill somebody who leaves the team, and he just goes, "We could kill him," and everyone's like, he's like, "I'm just kidding, he hates me, not his country." That made me laugh. Florence Pugh always throwing out Oppenheimer's flowers. It's a running trend 2 or 3 times throughout the movie. Like I said, everybody gets a moment in this movie, which I really enjoyed. At first, there were 2 people, Josh Peck and Rami Malek, and I'm like, they brought them in for this, and then they come back strong at some points, which was really, really cool. Into some trivia. So this is Killian Murphy's 6th Christopher Nolan movie. The first time he's playing a lead. Why is he playing the lead? Because when Christopher Nolan saw Oppenheimer on the cover of a magazine, he looked at those blue eyes and he goes, "Oh, I know who can play this role." And I'm glad he got Killian Murphy, because like I said, Killian Murphy absolutely killed it in this movie. Robert Downey Jr., Emily Blunt, MattDamon, and Killian Murphy, to say a few, who did great. We also have both stars of Barbie and Oppenheimer have played Batman villains. Yes, that's right. Margot Robbie playing Harley Quinn, of course, and Barbie. Killian Murphy playing the Scarecrow, Christopher Nolan, and Oppenheimer, which I thought was really cool. So MattDamon, like I said, we would get into him. He wanted to take an acting break, and his wife was all for it. The wife actually wanted him to do it. He said, "Okay, but one condition. If Christopher Nolan calls, I'm delaying the break." as fate would have it, Christopher Nolan called and he said, all right, I'm going. Some of the movie was actually shot at my old job at the Institute for Advanced Study. Yes, I've walked back there plenty of times. The scenes with Einstein are shot at the Institute for Advanced Study, and I thought that was so cool. You could clearly see what it was, and yeah, I was looking for it, and it came up, and I'm like, yes! Fold Hall, baby. IAS. Loved that. Some more trivia. The cast signed on without knowing what parts they would play. Now, I'm not sure how true that is for Killian Murphy, but it seemed like some of the actors were like Christopher Nolan. Yeah, I'm fully in, no matter what it is. So that's kind of cool. And then my last thing I have is Rami Malek. He said no words throughout the movie. And like I said, when is this guy going to get a moment? And then he comes in at the end, testifies against Louis Strauss, and I thought that was awesome. Rami Malek killed it when he got the chance. But Oppenheimer, it's hard to give it a 10 out of 10. It really is. But I'm giving it a 9.5 out of 10. Best movie of 2023. I don't think it's going to be topped. Christopher Nolan is a genius. Killian Murphy killed it, like I said. The whole cast just together did phenomenal, and I enjoyed it so much. So 9.5 out of 10. It's hard to give it a 10 out of 10, but 9.5 is very good. But with that being said, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe. We are back, baby, and we got more wrestling content coming. And with that being said, I'm Bobby from Bobby's Breakdowns, and I'll see you in the next one. Later!
Thanks for listening to Bobby's Breakdowns. Now go about your life, would you?